through storms, unshaken, unbowed. Through trials and verdicts, still standing proud. A titan in the tempest, against the raging crowd. He's got a vision for the future, gonna shout it aloud. Changing the wind, it's coming fast. A new foundation built to last. Cryptocurrency's the key, make the big switch. Power to the people, time to teach the rich. Legal battles can't hold him, he's moving on. With plans so bold, from dusk till dawn. He's rewriting the rules, a new dawn's day. From the hands of the few to the people's way.
Welcome, everyone, to the Crazy Kryptonite channel. I am Zester, and thank you so much for joining me on Trump Day, Hump Day, Trump Day, whichever you prefer. Needless to say, we're halfway through the work week or over it, I guess, depending upon where you're at around this beautiful, beautiful world. Thank you guys so much for joining. Going to go through and say some hellos, and then we're going to do as we have on the past few streams. We're going to go straight to question and answering. Reason being is there's so much going on in the crypto world and just globally going on in the world that it's very difficult to figure out what the topic is that everybody wants covered each day. And so we're going to go back through and we're going to answer everyone's questions. So folks, please do be going through and thinking about what are the questions you have right now? What is going on in the crypto space that doesn't make sense? I'm here to get you those answers. And so, what's up, Mile High Trish? Welcome, and happy Trump Day to you as well. I did, going ahead and getting a little bit ahead of the chat, I did add my contact email to my link tree, which is available in the description, to make it a bit easier for folks that want to send me an email. But what's up, Trish? I hope you're having an awesome one. And Gary7 coming in at number 2 on the like button today. What's up, Gary? Hope you're having an awesome Trump Day. And what's up, Flying Squirrel? Thank you so much for joining on the big screen. And let's catch up a bit. I know there's going to be tons of questions. What's up, Captain Spiffy, coming in from Orange, California? Thank you so much for joining us. Glint. Yeah, we can talk about that a bit later. Glint is pretty awesome. But howdy there, Linda Hearn. Welcome. Sorry, guys, if I'm missing any questions. I'm trying to catch up with chat because I know we have so much to answer and to go through today. What's up, Bear? Glad to have you here, and welcome, Lee. Oh, and we got both of the pairs. We got Flying Squirrel and the Moose. Thank you, guys, for joining in. We got Crazy Chester also. Thank you, man. And David. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, Zester. Here's your apple. Thank you so much, David, for my apple, man. Devin J, I missed the beard. Don't worry, Devin. I think it'll be back in no time. Welcome, Northwest Treasure Seeker. What's up, all you crazy crypto people? Nothing much besides a lot more craziness. Thank you so much for joining. Hey, what's up, Proud Arab American? Proud Arab American says, Zester, how are you doing, my friend? I'm doing very well. I hope you are also. All right, here we go. First question of the evening, afternoon, morning. I guess it all depends on where you're at. But Q-Tip 2924 says, please go over how to withdraw XRP from Lobstr. I'm having problems. Thank you in advance. So, Q-Tip, first things first here. Where are you sending it? If it's a Ledger hardware wallet, is it another XRP wallet? That's always the first question. When you're worried about getting your crypto off of an exchange, that's the second question. First question is, where's it going? And so I'd be very interested, Q-Tip, if you have another comment on where you want that crypto to be in the long run. Do you want it on a hardware wallet? Do you want it somewhere else? Are you trying to sell it? Do you want to cash out? Those are some of the questions that are pretty important on that one. What's up, Neil? Neil says, howdy, Zester from 43-degree Graham, North Carolina. I don't know, Neil. That sounds a bit too cold for me. A bit too cold. 43 degrees? I don't know. Proud Arab American. This is a great question, actually. Does it make sense to buy RLUSD? It's launching, I think, in a day or so, and it's available on Lobstr. RLUSD is a stablecoin built on the XRP ledger. It will be worth $1 always. And so I would take that into consideration. Just keep in mind, RLUSD may be a very safe place to keep your money, but your money is not going to grow in value while sitting in RLUSD. It's not an investment. It's merely a matter of holding your capital in reserve. It's a way of saying, hey, I want to keep my money liquid. I want it to be on a blockchain. I want it to be in crypto. I want it to be liquid. I want to be able to spend it quickly. But I also want to be pegged to the US dollar. And so, for everyone out there that is looking forward to RLUSD coming out, just keep in mind it's a tool. It's not something you leave all your money sitting in. Ultimately, the only value in RLUSD is that it's pegged to the US dollar. It's going to be worth $1. And so if you go out there, and if we were in a different situation, the math may be different, but ultimately we live in a very, very inflationary world. The US dollar is constantly being printed. The inflation rate is extremely high. The euro inflationary rate is extremely high. Ultimately, fiat currencies are losing in value pretty much every day. And I would keep that in mind, Proud Arab American, when you're thinking about it. Yes, RLUSD is backed by US treasuries and backed by gold. But it's still only worth $1, and it will always be worth $1. If it isn't at some point in the future, then there's a bigger problem. So I would just keep that in mind, everyone out there, all the Ripple heads. I know I'm looking at my XRP every day. Keep in mind that it's a benefit to the network. It means more people will buy XRP because of it. But ultimately, if you're a current XRP holder and you would like your investment to remain based upon the value of one XRP coin, keep your money in XRP. If you think the price of XRP is going to go down, you should buy RLUSD. In that way, you can hold your value. You should swap from XRP to RLUSD if you believe the price of XRP is going to go down. If you think the price of XRP is going to continue to rise, then the advent of RLUSD really is not that important to you. Ultimately, it's a tool. In the same way every other stable coin is a tool. People do not hold Tether. People use Tether. People do not hold USDC. People use USDC. keep that in mind with this new launch coming out from the Ripple Labs folks, that is what it's meant for. Gary7, thank you so much for including this one. I probably should have gone ahead and read this already, but please keep in mind that this podcast is for general and educational purposes alone and is not intended to provide any professional, financial, or legal, or any other form of professional advice. Please consult with a financial advisor or a legal advisor or whatever other advisor is necessary before making any major decisions. Very important one. Thank you, Gary and Mile High Trish, for making certain I hit that. It does matter. What's up, Kala? Good afternoon to you as well. Kala rhymes. Oh, Kayla rhymes with Layla. So, Kayla, my apologies. I think I got it right that time. Yeah, no, Neil Brooks, I was going to cash in my XRP at $2.85, but I got busy. I guess I'll have to hold. I was looking at a huge profit. Well, Neil, keep in mind that do not let greatness become the enemy of good or goodness become the enemy of great. Ultimately, you have made a ton of money. If you bought XRP just a month or so ago, you bought it at somewhere between 48 and 53 or 54 cents. You're still up over 4 times on your money. That's something that it always becomes a little bit of a psychological barrier to get past. When you're up that much, stop worrying about whether you could have sold for a little bit more. If you want that money, take that money. It's your money. And if the price of XRP continues to fall, then you will continue to see your investment lose in value, and you want the money now. If you want it, take it. That is something that I have learned over the years in crypto, is that when you see that high valuation on a crypto, do not sit there and overthink it. If you want that money, take that money off the table. Ultimately, right now, Neil, if you bought at 50 cents, and so let's go ahead and bring up actually the charts. And so right now, you're looking at $2.43 XRP. If you bought at 50 cents, and I'm just using this as an example right now, if you bought XRP at 50 cents and it's currently sitting at $2.43, you only need to sell about 21% of what you invested to have your entire initial capital out. You will still have 79% of your bag. And so to make that easy, if you bought 1,000 XRP at 50 cents, just let's say you bought 1,000 on the dot, and now we're sitting at $2.43 per XRP. You only need to sell about 220 to 230 of your 1,000 XRP, and you will have all of your initial capital out. You will then be what I call as playing with the house's money. You'll be playing with the house's money. Ultimately, you have all of your initial capital out, and the rest of it is just doing what it's doing. And you don't have to worry about it in the same way. I know that I do not in any way, and I never want anyone to think that I provide financial advice. I don't. I provide news and informational. That's it. But I would say that there's some pretty solid math there to dig into, where you right now are probably massively up on your investment. You don't need to overthink it. If you have to sell 20% of your initial investment to have all of your original dollars out, and then you no longer have to worry about whether the price continues to go up or not, that is valuable on a whole different level. It's extremely valuable. So Just consideration there, Neil, and for anyone else sitting in the same situation, is to just keep in mind that the vast majority of your investment would still be exposed to the XRP market without you having to maybe worry as much. It's valuable. Campfires and Sunset. You talked about XRP and said they need to burn quite a few tokens in order to ever get close to Bitcoin. So I read yesterday that they plan on using many of their coins for RLUSD. Is that, and so I don't know if maybe I'm missing a little bit more on that chat, Campfires, but what I mean here in regards to what I talked about, I believe on Monday. On Monday, I talked about the fact that XRP can never achieve the price point of Bitcoin. And that is mathematically true. It never can. You can never have XRP worth $100,000. If it is, then the world is on some other different level at that point in time. And the reason I say that is because of the amount of XRP coins that exist. And so, Bitcoin, there are 21 million Bitcoin in existence. The price of Bitcoin is based off of the market capitalization. And so right now, if we were to, where's my calculator at? Let's get my calculator over here. And so if we were to just say right now that there are in the circulating supply 19790, I'm just copying this number 568. And so that is the circulating supply of Bitcoin right now. There are 19,790,568 Bitcoin that are available out there. And I times it by the current price, 98,166.07. And I hit enter. That number that I came out with is the market capitalization of Bitcoin. All I did was I took the circulating supply and I multiplied it by the current price. You can do this in reverse. You can take the market capitalization and divide it by the circulating supply. You'll end up with the same number. The reason I point to this is because let's do the same math with XRP. With XRP, there are currently circulating 57 billion XRP. Not million. Remember, there were 21 million or 19 point yada yada million Bitcoin in current circulation. There are in current circulation 57 billion, 51,491,087 XRP. We do the same math again based off of that 57,051,491,087, and we times it by 2.42. Guess what number we get? 138 billion. Just so happens to be the market cap. That is why XRP can never be worth the same amount as Bitcoin. It is literally impossible. There are 100 billion XRP eventually. There are 57 billion XRP currently. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. And so the price of one coin is really not what's important. It doesn't matter. It's not important. It really isn't. Just because one Bitcoin is worth 98,000 and one XRP is worth $2.43, it doesn't matter. It's not important. The market capitalization, how much each of the variety of units inside of said cryptocurrency are worth is what genuinely dictates its value. Right now, Bitcoin is the number one cryptocurrency with $1.9 trillion of market capitalization. Ethereum is the second largest crypto at $469 billion of market capitalization. XRP is at third at $138 billion of market capitalization. The importance here is not the market cap, it's how many are in circulation. On Ethereum, there's only 120 million 441,990 Ethereum. That's all that exists ever. And so its market cap is based off of the amount of circulating tokens or coins, in this case, because it's a layer 1 blockchain, coins, the amount of coins in circulation are what's dictating this. That's why when I say XRP will never be worth $100,000, it's because it is mathematically impossible for it to be worth $100,000. It doesn't make sense. The market capitalization of XRP would be in the quadrillions at that point. We would face an extreme issue of inflation at that price point. And so that's why. But Campfires and Sunset, what's important here is not what the value of one XRP is. What's important here is the market capitalization of XRP. Say XRP were to surpass Ethereum and XRP were to become the second largest cryptocurrency on the planet. XRP would be worth somewhere around $7.40 per coin. That is a huge increase, but that is based off of circulating supply. And so I hope that that has helped folks on some of those, because I know I got a lot of emails saying, well, XRP can be just as big as Bitcoin. It can be. XRP can easily be worth a $2 trillion market cap. I do not doubt that in the slightest. But understand that XRP at a $2 trillion market cap is not going to be the same thing as Bitcoin at a $2 trillion market cap. They will have very, very different prices. XRP would be worth somewhere around $24, $25, and I'm doing this math in my head right now, if it had the same market capitalization as Bitcoin. All right. Hopefully I did not confuse too many on that one. All right. Oh, I'm looking forward to a Tiffany Prater 8 days to explore the island of Puerto Rico. That is awesome. No, that is awesome. Moose, Zester, do you need me to send you some white paint? Yeah. I mean, I've got some white paint, but there's a little bit more work that's going to go on over there. And so I haven't painted over it. I've been waiting it out, essentially, on that front. All right. Well, what are we going? Northwest Treasure Seeker. Zester, can you trace a wallet to a physical address? Or do you know someone who can? I need to send my security team on a mission. Northwest Treasure Seeker, definitely send me an email. Now, understand you can also now use my link tree, which is in the description. It has my email built into it now. And so send me an email with a bit more of the logistics of what happened. Because we may be able to, but I would warn many folks that until we have a change in government, we do not have a lot of follow through. So in the past, I have traced stolen money to exactly the person that stole it. I have presented that information to the Federal Bureau of Investigations in the United States, and I have been informed that it is not important. And so keep in mind that your crypto, the thefts and the scams that have been occurring over the past couple of years are not because we cannot find the money. It is because our law enforcement agencies are unwilling to pursue the criminality. So I would go ahead and give you that heads up before, but I would send the information to me because things are changing. And I probably can find out the person who stole that money. I just don't know if law enforcement will follow through once I provide them with the evidence. So send me an email for certain, NW. All right. I'm catching up a bit here. Sorry for all those that I miss along the way. Felix the Cat. I messed up, transferred XLM to Coinbase and tossed it. How can I get it back 2 days ago? All right, Felix. I'm not entirely certain. Tossed it. I'm not positive what that may mean, but I'm going to go ahead and make some assumptions. And so, Felix, if you sent XLM to Coinbase 2 days ago and maybe you used the wrong contract address or something of that nature, you're going to need to contact Coinbase customer support. And you're better off doing that quickly, Felix. Go ahead and send in a customer support complaint saying, hey, give them the details, give them the information, and then also probably send me an email with what you're sending them so that I can see if there's anything that maybe they need that you didn't think to provide or something of that nature. But otherwise, that's something that Coinbase should be able to handle for you, assuming you have the information of where that XLM went. I'm imagining you were trying to send XLM to Coinbase in order to sell it and get that money into your bank account. That's what I'm guessing. Gary7, what do you expect from the SEC in a couple months when Trump is in? What can we expect from them before Trump enters? And thanks. Well, Gary7, that's an interesting question because we don't know what the SEC is going to be in charge of following the Department of Government Efficiency and legislation coming through. So, Gary, there's a question in the crypto community that has been ongoing for a long time. Should we be regulated by the SEC or should we be regulated by the CFTC? Are we a commodity or a security? This has been an ongoing legal debate since the beginning of crypto. And there really is not. I mean, everybody has their camp. Everybody has where they think it should be. But ultimately, it's never been answered. And so, there's an interesting nuance to your question, Gary. I think the SEC is going to become far less involved in crypto in the Trump administration. Or at least far less involved in a negative way, far more involved with protecting consumer rights, far less involved with hampering innovation in the way they have been. Because they really have. They have hampered blockchain innovation now forever. And it has resulted in the United States falling behind in comparison to other nations in terms of a technology, a very important technology to be at the forefront of. But are we going to be regulated by the SEC or the CFTC? That is something we do not know yet. And so I think that we're going to see regulations ease up on both fronts no matter what. And so it's going to be good news regardless of who ends up being in charge. But there's another question there to really be asked. Will it end up being a commodity, or will it end up being a security? Is crypto a commodity, or is crypto a security? I would be very curious to see what the community thinks on that front, from your knowledge and from everything you know about what designates something as a commodity or security. I think that would be an interesting one. Remember, gold and silver is... I'll wait for folks to jump in with the answer on that one. What is gold and silver classified as? Physical gold and silver. Oh, there you go. Moose74. I think the SEC will continue to be a powerhouse in any sport. Wait, what are we talking about? Never mind. I agree, Moose. We're going to continue to win every single season in terms of football. We're not going to win. Remember, I am, guys. I was a University of South Carolina Gamecock. And so I have pretty strong opinions on who the best football team out there is. All right, catching up. What's up, Kay? What's up, Jeremy? All right. Trying to catch up. NW Treasure Seeker, I am on the northwest. So I'm very close to Aguadilla. If you were to look that up on a map of Puerto Rico, you would find out pretty close to where I am at. All right. Sorry, guys. I know I'm skipping some. I'm trying to catch up with the chat. All right. Yeah, there you go. Flying Scroll 89. Flying Scroll says, was once a Gamecock. No, always a Gamecock, I suppose. That is true. Always a Gamecock. We do have some of the funniest shirts out there when it comes to our sporting events. I will definitely say we have got humor. We've got the market on humor in the SEC already kind of in our corner. All right. Absolutely. Mile High Trish. That was great advice. Mile High Trish says to Kay, start with a small move to build your confidence. That way you see it's not difficult. You weren't worried about losing just a little. Absolutely. And so Mile High Trish was responding to Kay here. I'm scared to move crypto funds. I'm afraid I'll lose it. Kind of wish I hadn't invested. Kay, I totally get that. And I get so many questions about folks that are worried about moving their crypto. The answer is so simple in its own way, Kay. All you do is you move extremely small amounts. I highly advise to folks, put $20 into crypto. And I mean just 20. And take those $20 and go ahead and accept that you're never going to see them again. Put it into your head. I will never get this $20 back. I'll never have it. And then take those $20 and move them between the different cryptocurrencies. Send them between different wallets. Do everything with it. And just know it's only $20. Now, for everyone, that number that is quote unquote riskable is going to be different. I was talking to someone in the community who had a very, very large self-directed 401k. And for them, they're not worried about thousands of dollars being used to learn. Me personally, I'm very worried about the amount of money needed to learn. You don't need more than $10, $20. You don't need more than that. Put it in, learn with it, and then start making long-term decisions. That way, you'll know what you're doing, and you'll only have risked small amounts of money in order to learn it. You don't need to learn how to send crypto your first time with $1,000 transaction. Learn how to send crypto with a $5 transaction. Then you won't be in that same situation where it all seems so intimidating. It'll just be, okay, if I lose my $5, well, I'm going to have to save a little money this month. But it won't be the end of the world. And so I would highly, highly, highly recommend everyone do that. You are totally correct, Trish, on that one, where it's so much easier to build that confidence when you're operating with an amount of money that doesn't terrify you. I have sent 6-figure cryptocurrency transactions. I would never have sent 6-figure crypto transactions if I had not already sent hundreds of $1 transactions. Thousands of them. I've sent who knows how many transactions of small amounts of crypto. And that means when it's a big transfer, I'm not worried. I know if it's worked 1,000 times, why would it suddenly not work this time? You're good to go. It really does instill a huge amount of confidence to just send it back and forth. Make 2 wallets. Get your phone out and open up a MetaMask wallet through the App Store on your phone. Go over to any friend you have and say, hey, open up a MetaMask wallet. And then sit there and send the crypto back and forth. Transfer it over to BNB. Send it to them via the BNB network. Transfer it back over to Ethereum. Send it to them via the Ethereum network. I promise you will feel so comfortable so quickly if you go through it that way. I promise. Yeah, Flying Squirrel. I just noticed Crazy Kryptonite's email is in the description of today's show. It is. It is. Oh, yeah. No, great. Great. Trish, you're killing it today. Trish said, also, if you don't want to spend the $20, because you don't have to, sign up to Coinbase and use their learning money to actually do that. And so for those that are curious, I'll share that screen right now. When you go into Coinbase, I should, oh, well, I got logged out somehow. I'll have to take this over to another screen real quick and get logged back in. But you can go through and you can use the learning rewards from Coinbase to make things even easier. Then you no longer have to worry about any part of it because you're sitting there and you're using the house's money from the get-go on that front. And so the learning rewards are another awesome, awesome option for being able to kind of use some of the house's money to do a bit of the learning process. All right. Eisenkopf, that's right. I sent you an email, have never received a reply. I am still catching up on them. I would definitely say to everyone out there, I became extremely popular when the price of XRP and of crypto started to rise. And so my email went from about 20 to 30 emails a day to well over 100 emails a day asking for help on crypto-related topics. I totally get that. Folks are worried about it because prices are rising, and that always brings a lot of interest. But I would let folks know, Eisenkopf, I am trying to keep up on it, but ultimately, I am definitely hitting a bit of there's just not enough time in the day. And so I will look through, though, for your email, Eisenkopf. Please send another if I have not gotten back to you in a while, it's probably because it got lost in the mix. And so for everyone out there, if you have not gotten a response recently on an email sent, please do resend one, or just send an email that says bump, just so that you're bumping up your email up to the top of mine so that I can see it again. That could probably help out, because I want to get everyone a response, but some emails are easier than others are. Ultimately, some emails, all I have to do is send out a link or two, and it's all the answers folks need. Other emails are far more nuanced, and that's where it gets into a bit more of a time sink that I may have missed at that moment. So please do. If anyone out there has not gotten a response, please send another as a bump, or to include new information that you may have received on the subject, because I absolutely will get to them. Absolutely. All right, though, guys. I'm seeing a little bit of a slack off in terms of questions. Let me see if I've missed anything. Isenkov. Oh, there you go. Isenkov. Zester, I have a KuCoin account. I deposited money in the site. I can't get it out. I forgot my trading number and cannot change it. Can you help, please? Isenkov, I actually can help on this one. So, KuCoin was forced by the SEC to stop allowing US investors. And so, KuCoin is currently in a situation where you, Isenkov, I'm guessing, are an American. You may not be. Maybe you're a Canadian or any of the other countries that got shut off from KuCoin. I have two recommendations. One is the first one that I had when I saw your other comment. Definitely send me another email so that I can try to catch up and see what's going on. But also, Isenkov, I would highly recommend using a VPN. Right now, KuCoin has your account flagged because of where you live. I actually just got done talking to a guy who had money stuck inside of Binance for many years, and he went on a vacation to Mexico. Well, I heard about that and said, hey, man, you know that money that's stuck in Binance? Well, while you're in Mexico, we would have access to that account. And so that is another thing to take into consideration. If you've been region locked because you live in the US or you live in the UK or you live in Canada, wherever that may be, you do have another option in order to be able to talk to the company a bit more. And that is through changing where your IP address is originating from. A VPN can sometimes help. Isenkov, I'm not certain if that will be the answer, but it probably will be a part of the answer. We'll be actually changing where you're coming from, and then you'll be able to go through and use the service a bit more. All right. Connie88, is XLM any good? I tried to get a few XRP and it's XLM. Connie, I'm going to go ahead and make a bet that you are on Lobstr, because Lobstr is a problem child for me because of the way they operate. And so XRP is a very different cryptocurrency than XLM, Stellar down here. Stellar currently worth 49 cents, the 18th largest cryptocurrency on the planet, is an entirely different blockchain than XRP. But what I'm betting is that you're on Lobstr, and on a Lobstr, What they sell is a form of XRP on the XLM blockchain. It makes things very confusing. It absolutely does, Connie. And it makes things difficult for absolutely zero reason. But please keep in mind, XRP and XLM are very, very different. They are not the same crypto. They're not even on the same blockchain. At least with like Chainlink. Chainlink is on the Ethereum blockchain. Chainlink and Ethereum are essentially tied at the hip. USDT on Tether is on the Ethereum blockchain. They're tied at the hip. There's a big difference between XRP and XLM because they're not on the same blockchain. They are entirely separate from each other. And in that way, it's very important to understand that they are different, but also to keep in mind that on the Lobstr cryptocurrency exchange, it is an XLM cryptocurrency exchange. It really is. It's designed for Stellar. It's not designed for XRP. I would highly recommend buying your XRP either through Coinbase or through Uphold or through pretty much any option besides Lobstr. And not because Lobstr is bad, but because Lobstr makes things more confusing than they need to be. In all honesty, that's really it. I've had the conversation with so many members of the community on this exact subject, Connie, and I know exactly what's happening. XLM Stellar is designed to do exactly the same thing as XRP. They have very, very similar business plans, but ultimately, if you're on Lobstr, you're only going to get things on the Stellar blockchain, pretty much. All right, let me try to catch up here, and then we probably are going to go ahead and bid everyone adieu. LG Lady, hi Zester, do you like Theta? Well, I know that this is one that many folks are always asking about, Theta. Now, in the past, I held Theta. I did. I held a decent amount of Theta. And, well, I no longer do. And the reason is because Theta had a migration away. Originally, Theta was on the Ethereum blockchain. It was on another blockchain. And then Theta launched their own layer 1 blockchain. And what they did not do was anything that a decent company should do. They did not tell people about it. And that means that many folks out there bought Theta back in 2019. They bought Theta back in 2018. They bought Theta years and years and years ago, as I did. And now they no longer have access to their Theta. I personally took that in a very, very personal way. And so I do not in any way continue to buy, hold, or work with Theta. I don't. Not anymore, and I have not for many years, because I bought Theta way back here. I bought Theta back in 2018, bought into it. Everything was amazing, made tons of money in 2021. And then ever since then, Theta has been a dead project. I would highly recommend being cautious when it comes to the Theta network. Remember, this is not investment advice. Theta may go up and it may skyrocket to $300 a coin. It may do that. I could seem very, very silly in a very short amount of time. That may happen. But I have personally stopped dealing with Theta because of the things that went on in the past. And I know that that is a similar sentiment for many folks that had Theta in the past and are kind of fed up with the things that the company did. Yeah. Yeah. Neil Brooks, I had Theta on Binance. The only way I could receive was using a VPN. I have it on Coinbase now with limited options. I'm very glad to hear that you got it out, Neil. I'm very, very glad that you got it out. Because, yeah, many folks still have their Theta locked all over the place. I actually had a conversation, Neil, with a member of the community who had over $50,000 worth of Theta that at the all-time high was worth over $500,000. And now he no longer has access to any of that Theta because of the things that the company decided to do. And so I take that to be a personal affront in my mind. I have talked to so many members of the community who had massive amounts of Theta and no longer have access to it because of the Theta company's own fault. And so I don't know. I stick away from it. I totally support everyone out there that wants to buy Theta. And heck, I hope you make a ton of money. I hope you do. I really, really do. Really, really hope so. D. Hi, Zester. In the near future, if capital gains tax are removed on U.S. crypto, where would I look to find that info? Thanks. P.S. A little jealous you can still wear a t-shirt. Yeah. Well, thank you, D. It is. It was 85 degrees out today and sunny. I'm very, 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 very blessed on that front. But in regards to the capital gains tax, now, D, we're all going to find out at about the same time. But it seems as if there's fairly serious support for the idea of removing capital gains from cryptocurrency during the Trump administration. And D, that definitely has me wondering if I shouldn't just not report my crypto trades until, a few months from now. Not legal advice, definitely not legal advice, because it's probably not the thing you're supposed to do. But I do wonder, D, if we're not going to see in the very near future it be completely removed and we no longer have to even worry about capital gains on crypto. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, no, Feisty Angel Zester. I'm totally ignorant concerning digital coin and the purchasing of it. Where can I find your videos that would get me started quickly in the correct direction? Please and thank you. Feisty Angel, definitely check out on YouTube or Rumble. Go back and look at some of the old videos. I have videos that go through and explain just about everything. I do want to go through and make some shorter form videos for folks because I know a lot of my content in the past is like this. People ask questions, I answer the question. In that way, it's not the best. It's not the best for quickly learning. It's very convenient for learning in a comprehensive manner because you end up getting a bunch of different questions answered that you never thought of. Questions and information that you wouldn't have thought to ask about. In that way, my old content is very useful because you can go through and you can listen and you can have pretty much everything in the crypto world answered, but it's not short form. It's not easily digestible, I suppose, would be a way of saying it. And so that is something that I'm looking forward to being able to do in the near future, Feisty Angel, is get some more concise information out there. But not yet. I'm working on those. At this point, all of the information is inside of those early videos, Feisty Angel. And I am sorry that I was not more short form on some of that. But it will show up in the near future. But with all of that said, guys, I think I've got just about all the questions answered. I am going to be back for Whiskey and Wisdom in just about 2 hours and 5 minutes, I suppose. And so definitely looking forward to that one. Love you guys. We'll see you on Whiskey and Wisdom if y'all feel like joining. Otherwise, you have my email now inside of the link tree and inside of the description. Please send along those questions. That has been a major focus of my past 48 hours, is trying to get through and conquer the email back up, because I have been behind. Absolutely. And so folks out there that have not gotten a response, please know you are not alone. I'm trying. I am absolutely trying. Just trying to balance everything that has to be done each day, and also trying to get through as many of the emails as possible. And so with all that said, I will see you guys at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time over on the Whiskey and Wisdom show. Love you all, and hope you're having an amazing Trump Day.